mom what she do. It gave me the strength. You know what I mean? It gave me the knowledge. I got a broad view. I mean, a broad view of what it takes to make it in the world. You know what I
Right.
mean? So a lot of people focus on books, right? A lot of people focus on books. Of course, our moms wanted us to do great in school. You know what I mean? We did great in school.
Right.
Our mom was out the street. You know what I mean? But doing all that traveling, just traveling, seeing different things, like I said, seeing her work 3 jobs, go to college, you know what I mean, take care of me and my sister. I had to grow up fast. I grew up pretty fast, you know what I mean? 7 years old, I was at the house, me and my sister by ourselves, you know what I mean? I was
Right.
cooking, I was doing dishes, I was ironing clothes. I knew what time to be in bed for school just in case she was late. Like I had to do all this. And nowadays, that's abnormal. You know what I mean? That's abnormal for most people because they got their parents at home. They got both parents,
Right.
and they get to tuck them in the bed, let them know when to wake up. We didn't have all that. So we had to grow up pretty fast.
Yeah. The difference though that I see is like for a lot of people, even things like that. Like I grew up without my father in my life, but oftentimes people use that as an excuse or I guess, a reasoning for not pushing hard to get to where, their dreams and their goals may be. Uh
Exactly.
and it's easy to do, but it's also, that's why I kind of, asked you to be on today because there's also different things you can do. And I mean, a lot of it do got to do with the supporting cast, I think, around you still,
Right.
but that can kind of, push you and motivate you to get to where those goals are. I often tell my kids, like, I think nowadays, like people stop dreaming. Like
Right.
it's almost like a lost thing, right? Like you growing up and it's like, I remember I used to want to go to the NBA. It was, I mean, right. That was the ultimate dream. NBA, MLB, I'm going there. But
Big
then at
dream.
the same time, like it's also other things in between there that I would also call success for me. So,
Right.
that's one of the things I like to try to show people is like just because you don't hit that, that once in a million shot, you can't lose focus and just settle for anything, right?
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
yeah,
And and we went through it, I mean, together, you know. I practically helped raise you, you know what I
hmm
mean?
most
Uh,
definitely,
a lot of people don't know, but a lot of your skill set came from hard work. You know what I mean?
right,
Like you wasn't given your talent. I mean, you was very gifted. You was very gifted, but it took somebody like me to see that in you. You see what I'm saying?
right,
And for us to go out here and grind. Like
yeah,
that's all we did. That's all we did every day. We went out there, no matter if it was raining, no matter if we had a dirt pile, no matter what the cause is, the cause was. We went out there and we grinded for everything that we wanted. You
right,
know what I mean? Me myself personally, hell, I wanted to be in the NBA.
yeah,
I mean, we both, anybody in our town, let them know, like we both was hoopers.
yeah,
You know, I've never played baseball a day in my life. I helped you with that.
right,
You
right,
know what I mean?
most definitely,
It's it's
most
it's
definitely,
just it's just the want to, and I tell all my members that all the time. Yeah, it's easy to say, yo, I want to lose weight. It's easy to say I want to eat right, but it's the want to. You know what I mean? You gotta
yeah.
want to really do that. You gotta do that.
It's a mindset, most
It's
definitely,
it's all mental. It's all mental.
yeah,
But I mean, me and you both, we had dreams of going to the league, right? We always told our mothers we'd take care of them, like just like any other kid, growing up in the inner cities or the country life, or just like any other kids, you know what I mean? Majority Black kids. We
right,
want to take care of our people, right?
right,
All right, so I went a path where I went to school, played football at college. You know what I mean? I did that. I took the college route. I took the college route.
right,
The college route not for everyone. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So I found different ways. I found different ways to take care of my people the way I said I was gonna do it. Just like you said earlier. Yo, it's not your dreams necessarily won't come true the way you want them to come true, but they can come true in a different way.
right.
You know what I mean?
Success is that's like an individual statistic, right? A lot of people
Exactly.
look at it and glorify it by what they may see around them or what they may see on TV. But that's the thing, like what success may mean for me or for you or for 100 different other individuals, you know, that's going to be case by case basis. So
Right.
people kind of get lost in that and kind of lose their focus as well. So that's another thing, you know, especially for the youth. I mean, we grew up in it. We older now, so we know a little different. But for the youth, you know, they kind of get tied up in the peers or the peer pressure or what's supposed to be cool or what's in. When in the whole time, you know, you can also be cool by being different. Because that's kind of what we was doing when we was coming up, you know.
Love it, because we
Yeah.
was caught up in between. I mean, we had opportunities to drink.
Yeah.
We had opportunities to smoke. You know what I mean? We had opportunities to do everything that could have possibly stopped us from getting as far as we got, as far as the sports route. You know what I mean? But like you
Right.
said, we different. So we knew where we wanted to go. Like our mindset was already there.
Yeah.
And we just worked at it. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, it didn't work out for us. But
Right.
now look at us. You got a beautiful family. You making big moves. You doing your podcast thing. You doing your streaming thing. Like, it's a lot of people out here who see you and be like, damn, you know, CJ was, boy, he could have did this and did that.
Right.
But they not. And your success story is this.
Yeah.
You're happy. You're blessed. You're grateful. I mean, just where you at right now, because you're still able to take care of your family.
Definitely.
You know, you're still able to breathe air. You're able to do all this. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's the same with me. I didn't go to the league. I didn't get to do what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? I didn't do that. I didn't get to do that. But one thing I did do, or one thing I was blessed with, I was blessed to be able to take care of my family.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now I got my own gym. My gym is banging. I just started a podcast, inspiration from you. You know what I mean? So it's different things. Like I was telling you, it's crazy us growing up together. I was able to show you and give you knowledge.
Right.
And now look, you able to pass your knowledge on to me.
Right. Definitely.
And I'm for that. And one thing I will tell the youth, though, don't ever be too old to learn.
Right.
You know what I mean? Keep your mind open.
Most
Keep
definitely.
that cup half empty. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Always be willing to take in more than you give out.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Yeah, the stuff that you can take in, fill up your cup. The stuff you can't use, pour it out.
Right.
Slow pour it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm curious to ask. I know some of the listeners gonna be curious to know, like, for you, we talked a little bit about like growing up. Where do you think the inspiration came from of where you at now to be able to create Body by Chop?
It actually came in from I did 5 years in the feds, right?
Right.
For the people who don't know, I did 5 years in the feds. Too much marijuana. Had a license. I had a concealed to carry license. You know what I mean? But I got caught with that. I did 5 years in the feds, and so while I was in there, man, I got closer to God. I just asked him, and this is real. This is a real story.
Yeah.
I sat on my bed one day and I just asked him. I said, "Yo," and this is how I talk to God. I don't know how y'all talk to God, but I talk to God just like I talk to anybody else, because one thing I'm a true believer of, he got to hear you.
Yeah, he know.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But I most definitely, man, I just asked him. I said, "Yo, show me my calling. Like I need to know my calling." You know what I mean? And
right.
I say it was about 1.5 years I was locked up. Bro, I just started training hard. People in the yard start feeling my energy. I always had good energy. People start feeling my energy. They start seeing my transformation. They start seeing what was happening. And bro, I just started training everybody.
Yeah.
I just started training everybody. Got certified. I was like, yo, this what, hey, I'm a people's person. Like I'm here to help people.
Right.
You know, my calling. So that's why I'm into the business that I'm in right now.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. I like to try to point out, like, especially you know, because oftentimes it's gonna be something, I guess, catastrophic, whether it's major or sad, whatever the emotion is, I guess you share behind it. Oftentimes you kind of find that when it leads to a different journey in life, it's always something like that went on. So for you, like you say, being incarcerated and having that talk to God, like I like to tell people, and that's really what this podcast is all about, is just telling people, like, even when you think you down, right?
Right. Right.
It's still hope. Like that's when you got to push through. That's when you got to go harder. Like,
right.
Even for me, I guess I could share, like, with the content creation, whether it's YouTube and streaming, starting this podcast, like, you're gonna have the negatives, or the comments or whatever this that people gonna come, right? But then you also got to figure out, like, what you're really doing it for.
Exactly.
What you're doing Body by Chop for is for you and your people involved. What I'm doing this stream and this podcast and everything I'm doing it for is for me and the people involved. Those who know, gonna know. Those who won't, won't. Right?
They won't know.
Yeah.
And it be like that. It be like that, man. My thing about that, I'm open.
Yeah.
I'm open. Like, if you ask me a question about my life, if you ask me anything about me, I'm willing to share it with you, because my personality is this. If you don't like what I put out, if you don't like my energy I put out, if you don't like how Chop get down, if you don't like the things I say, the things I do,
right,
don't be around me. It's easy, simple. Just don't be around me.
That's it.
And I'm like that's perfect fine.
Right.
You feel me? Because a lot of people around me, I intimidate a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I'm around a lot of people because their energy is not my energy level.
Right.
And I don't want that. I want people energy, like people like you. People
you
who
surround yourself with like-minded people.
Exactly. People who trying to do something with themselves. People trying to elevate themselves. Not only elevate themselves, but elevate others.
Mm-hmm.
Like them, the mindsets I need and I will be around. You know what I mean?
Right. Most definitely. Yeah. So, you've been running your gym how long now?
This the 4th year. This
Coming
the 4th.
into the 4th year. Most definitely.
Bless.
So yeah. Like I said, man, I don't want to take up too much of your time, because I appreciate you for sitting down with me. Most definitely.
Yes, sir.
If y'all didn't catch it earlier, podcast on the way. It is called, help me out a little bit.
Real Chop Talk.
Real Chop Talk.
Yes.
On Spotify.
Yes. It's on Apple. It's on Google, and it's on a couple more platforms. I'll actually post them. I'll actually post them up. My first episode actually dropped Saturday. And the subject on that one is co-parenting.
Most definitely. We're definitely gonna be looking forward to it, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, Cuzzo. Keep doing your thing, boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna have to link back up, man. I'm gonna have to come get on that Chop Talk, man. See what's going on.
You better be on that Real Chop Talk, boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But man, all love to you, bro. Blessings. And I wish you nothing but the best, Cuzzo. If you need me, you just hit my line. And I know if I need you, I can hit yours.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. Number love, Cuzzo.
All love.
Yes, sir.